The establishment of company power, from trade to territory. What attracted the European countries to India? There was a great demand for Indian spices in Europe. As such, the trade in spices brought big profits. In fact, Europeans during the winter season depended mainly on meat, which could only be preserved and its taste improved with the use of spices. In addition to this, there was a great shortage of gold in Europe, so the Europeans were more attracted towards India. Gold was the only medium of trade, and they could find gold in India in sufficient quantity. Hence, the different European powers made their best efforts to find out a new trade route to India. Columbus, who sailed to discover India, instead discovered America in AD 1492. Ultimately, it was Vasco da Gama who succeeded in discovering India in AD 1498 after covering a long distance from Africa. Wars. Soon the Europeans plunged into trade with India. Their race for trade naturally led to wars, which are often called the trade wars. Let us first of all study the trade adventures of these powers that ultimately led to the so-called trade wars. Trade by the Portuguese in India. The Portuguese impressed their King Zamorin and obtained permission from him to establish their factories at Calicut, Cochin, Cananor, etc. The first Portuguese viceroy, Almeida, took the island of Diu in his possession in AD 1509, and the next viceroy, Albuquerque, won Goa in AD 1510. Later on, the Portuguese also took Bassein and Daman in their possession. Soon they captured Calicut also. They also established their colonies at places like Hooghly and Chittagong. In this way, the Portuguese established monopoly in the eastern trade for one country. But after this, there was a constant decline in their trade due to various causes. The Dutch and their trade in India. The Dutch established the Dutch East India Company in India in AD 1602. The main purpose of this company was to have lucrative trade in spices in India and the East. They established their business centers in India at Chinsura, Surat, Patna, Cochin and Nagapattam. But they were uprooted from India by the British in AD 1759. Besides this, they exhibited more interest in the East Indies as compared to India. In the East Indies, they faced the Portuguese and forced them to leave those islands. They now settled there. The British trade in India. The English, in order to have their trade dealings in India, had established the East India Company in AD 1600. First of all, Hawkins sought the permission to establish a trade centre at Surat. Sir Thomas Roe, who was the representative of the British, sought the permission of Jahangir to establish their business centres at Ahmedabad, Bhuj and Agra. In AD 1639, the English laid the foundation of Madras or Chennai and constructed a fort which was named Fort St. George. Then King Charles II in 1668 rented Bombay to the company for £10 per annum. He got Bombay, or now Mumbai, as dowry when he married Princess Catherine, a Portuguese princess. Aurangzeb allowed the British to establish their trade centres in Bengal. The foundation of Calcutta, now Kolkata, was laid in AD 1690. A fort was built there which is known as Fort William. In 1717, the Mughal Emperor Farrukh Siyar allowed the English to trade duty-free in Bihar, Bengal and Odisha in lieu of rupees 3,000 per annum. This consolidated the position of the English, and they were successful in driving out first the Portuguese and then the Dutch. After a long struggle, they were also successful in driving out the French from India in AD 1763. The French trade in India. When the Europeans were engaged in establishing their business in India, the French also established their company in AD 1664. They established their first factory at Mosolipatnam and Puducherry. Later on, they established their factories at Chandarnagar, Kasim Bazar, Balasore, Mahe and Karaikal. As a result of this, their confrontation with the English became inevitable. In the end, the English were, however, successful.